Hi, welcome to the Retirement Railroad Modeler's Matinee Tip of the Day. Today we're going to talk about a track issue. All right. And previously, I had on a previous tip of the day, I talked about using jumpers on switches to help eliminate power loss due to dirty or contacts on the points of the switch. It allows the current to flow around those points and feed those rails. Okay. Going in a little bit more depth, there's other issues that can happen. But let's first, just to refresh everybody's memory, here's a switch that I showed before, and it does in fact have the jumpers on it, right? As do all of my switches. But has this ever happened to you? Notice how that engine came across and paused, stopped. It wasn't me. That was a track issue. It was not getting current. There it goes again. Stops and picks up and goes again. All right. What that is, some locomotives wheels may be a fraction wider. Okay, and when it gets to these points right here, just on each side of the frog where the rails are close together, that wheel gets close enough either to make contact or close enough to arc, which gives an instantaneous loss of power. If you're running a power management system on DCC, such as PM42, which I have, it'll trigger that instantaneously off, and because the momentum of the engine takes it off of that, okay, it allows current back through. And then you have a little bit of time additionally for the DCC system to establish contact, micromilliseconds, with the decoder in the engine before it starts to move again. Okay, so how do we correct that? I mean, we're not going to go and measure all of our locomotive wheels and all that kind of stuff. And it may only happen with one or two of your locomotive engines. Okay? It may happen with all of them. It all depends. One easy way around it is to take some hard as nails. This is what ladies use on above their nail polish or even below it to harden their fingernails or toenails in today's age as well. All right. You take some of this and you simply brush it on these four areas. Okay. And you just simply brush it on these four areas. Two up here and down here. Okay. What that does, it extends the insulated area a little further away from those points, and where the wheels won't be close enough to arc or make contact with the opposite rail. The most engines have a wide enough wheelbase that's not an issue. All right, when the front's on that section, the rear's picking up power, so that it can make it across with clean power. On shorter engines that may not have two powered trucks, two pickups, keep alive helps solve the problem. All right, and so it's really not an issue. You're just trying to extend it out just a little bit more, so that you don't have that issue crossing that switch. And you may have to come back and repeat it, depending on how much you run your trains, every couple months, 2-3 months. All right. The engine in question and that switch in question, those were done 3 months ago. Okay, so it lasted me that long, and I'll have to get back and redo those today. Now here's another point. If that doesn't solve your issue, you may have a wire off that feeds the power from the truck of the locomotive up to your decoder. Okay? So you may want to check that as well. I've had a couple of those happen to me where the solder joint came off and the wire was free hanging. So go back and check those if you're hard as nails doesn't correct the problem. Okay, so that is today's tip of the day. Thanks for joining me at the Retirement Railroad. Have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye now.